Hey, Jason here from JCR Cars. Welcome back to my channel. Today was an interesting day as it was the first time I've actually driven an electric car, for about 5 years now. I need to order a new company car, and for the last while I've been driving an Audi all-road, a diesel, and there's a lot of push in our company to move to electric. And there's also a good reason to go there because the taxes that one pays per month is very high, and electric cars are subsidized pretty heavily. There's no motor tax, as they call it here in Austria. And I find myself looking very seriously now at getting one. And today I drove an Audi Q4 for the first time, a work colleague's car. And I've never been so not excited about driving a car as I was today. And I must admit, getting in the car and experiencing it for the first time. Actually, I've ridden in the car before, an Audi Q4, but I've never driven one. And it was honestly, I wasn't excited. I really didn't enjoy the experience. And it starts off with the noise, and you just cannot compare the sound of a combustion engine to an electric car. There is no noise. There's nothing. But it was really, disappointing from that sense. And I thought I'd go for a drive tonight because I need to get my batteries charged and get recentered here in terms of what is really important to me, what really makes my heart beat. And that's obviously a Ferrari, and a classic Ferrari with a V12 or a V8, a flat plane V8 with a tube exhaust. And let's start this up and hear how this sounds, shall we? Hasn't been running for a week and a half since the Testarossa's been home. I've put a lot of time and focus into that since I got the clutch repaired. But it's just so nice to be behind the wheel again of this car. And I just miss this. Why would you ever want to have an electric car? Also, to those people that are thinking of an Electrica from Ferrari, why would you ever want one of those cars? I don't understand that. Just me. All right, so up to speed finally in a still very cold 328. I haven't driven it for a week and a half now, or actually almost probably 2 weeks. And it just feels so good. The season is almost over, so it's quite sad, but it's just so nice to be back in this car. And it's really something to experience the difference between an electric vehicle and this. The first thing obviously is just no noise. I mean, there's nothing, I can imagine driving away in the morning as opposed to waking up the neighbors. That's maybe cool, but I actually enjoy doing that. The other thing you really notice the difference between these two cars, or electric car and a classic combustion engine, the brakes, it just feels like you're standing on a sponge the whole time, and I really don't like that feeling. Acceleration, yes, it is amazing, but it's not always about acceleration. And ultimately, I probably will have to do this because when it comes down to price, the cost of owning such a car, if I think about what I pay a year in a diesel Audi, it's actually the price of two fairly big, significant services on a Testarossa, or maybe 3 services on a 328, or 4 services on a 328. So it's not small, and it definitely has to be considered in the whole thing. But I can never imagine buying an electric sports car, an electric Ferrari, or electric Lamborghini. It just makes no sense to me. So is the desire to have an electric car, an electric sports car, something depending on the generation you're from? I think so. I don't think too many people my age or older are going to ever consider this as their poster car. An electric Ferrari, an electric Audi, electric Porsche. I think you have to be the age to understand these cars, the importance of these cars. So probably I'm not exactly fitting into the mold here with my opinion that this car doesn't make a lot of sense. But I think it's a pretty big gamble on any sports car manufacturer's side right now to make an electric car, especially considering the pushback and the decline in sales that there's been for the last little while. So market, but I know I'm definitely not excited to go see it, and I'm sure I'm not alone on that. I can't imagine buying a car where there is no sound, or where the sound is artificially made. That just makes no sense to me. If you need to select a tone from your smartphone to figure out what this car is going to sound like, then we've really gone the wrong direction. Again, I'm a different generation of owner, but I definitely don't look forward to the future of sports cars if this is where it's going. I'll stick with my classics. I'm very curious what you think about it. If you share a similar opinion of electrification of sports cars, or a Ferrari going down this pathway, but let me know what you think about it in the comments. As always, I appreciate you watching, subscribing, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.